What's up y'all, Talon here. Today we're going to be taking on the Pokemon Showdown ladder featuring a top team in the metagame. Today we're featuring a team that went 8-0, really 9-0 in the Santiago Regional before finally taking a loss in the top 4. This team was piloted by Dorian Quiñonez, 2017 top 8, as well as a plethora of a lot of really strong finishes, including this one. But overall it's a very interesting team. I thought I'd feature it on the channel just because it does do a lot of things differently than other of the Terapagos teams that we've seen in the metagame so far. If you want to try the team for yourself, I have the Pokepaste in the description with all the EV spreads as always. And yeah, if you enjoy these type of videos, enjoy the resource they provide, please subscribe to the channel, definitely more on the way. And yeah, with all that being said, let's break down this team. So starting off, the restricted on this team is Terapagos, but even though you see a Tornadus and Terapagos, this one isn't the choice spec set that's been doing very well. This one is actually an offensive Calm Mindset with Covert Cloak, so you can't be Electrowebbed, can't be Snarled, which things like Raging Bolt would otherwise like to do, Chi-Yu as well. Although it's interesting that a Calm Mind Terapagos was able to do so well, because really it's just been the choice specs ones that have been doing so well. I do want to point out the partners, specifically the Clefairy, the Tornadus. I think Ensign's pretty frequently there. Ogerpon, Wellspring not as often, but you'll often see a Rillaboom or an Amoonguss in that slot. So a similar supporting grass type. But the Clefairy is interesting. It has the Friend Guard ability, which boosts the defenses of your partner by I think 33%, which is a very significant boost. And then if there's a move that's actually threatening your Terapagos even through the Friend Guard, you can Follow Me, and if you think it can tank a hit, both of your Pokemon, you can Heal Pulse, so you'll heal up to more at the end of the turn even after tanking hits. And then Moonblast is just a solid option into things like Urshifu Dark and just anything with a Focus Sash you need to hit while your Terapagos protects. And then it's Terra Grass, because Amoonguss can be kind of a pain for Terapagos, whether it's Clear Smog or just Spore. You do lose a lot of momentum if your Sweeper gets put to sleep, so you have the Terra Grass Clefairy to kind of circumvent that if you haven't burned your Terra at that point in the game. Next we'll go into the Incineroar, just because it's not that interesting. It is a safety goggles one, interestingly not Will-O-Wisp, but I do think it makes some sense. Taunt should be enough for things like Calyrex-Ice, given Terapagos with Calm Mind has a pretty good matchup into it in my opinion. Clefairy also lets you heal up the damage that the Glacial Lances are doing, so that's definitely not a huge concern. And then you have a Fire type in Volcarona, so you don't need Flare Blitz, but overall pretty standard Incineroar. And then the Ogerpon, I ran this one pretty quick just because I could imagine Landorus Incarnate on a faster Tailwind team could be kind of annoying. It's also really the important thing is outspeeding Timid Chi-Yu. A lot of that going around, a lot of Timid Snarl Chi-Yu that you would love to just Ivy Cudgel and kind of clear it off the field after just chipping it a little bit, maybe with Moonblast or something like that. But yeah, not too hard of a game plan just to chip the Chi-Yu. Even though they can not Snarl your Terapagos, Heat Wave still does a lot if you haven't gotten a Calm Mind up, so having something that can apply some offensive pressure to it instead of just like a lot of Pokemon that can kind of sit against it but can't do much damage. Having something like the Ogerpon is definitely appreciated for that. Next up is the Tornadus, which is a Rain Dance set to pair well with the Ogerpon, as well as just counter things like Koraidon that want to set up the Drought. Groudon to a lesser extent, it's not that common, but you do have to keep it in mind. And then Taunt can be effective. Again, Amoonguss is very difficult for teams like this. We have a Terra Grass here. We have a Grass type Follow Me Pokemon, Safety Goggles Taunt, Priority Taunt, definitely a lot of focus to not getting spored on your Terapagos. The idea here is set up early with your Terapagos, maybe support it with Follow Me, Fake Out, Follow Me, Friend Guard, maybe Heal Pulses, and then after you've gotten 1 or 2 Calm Minds, bring in the Tornadus, set up Tailwind, and start blasting Earth Powers and Terra Starstorms, whether they be Terra or not. There is some consideration to hold on to your Terra so that you're hitting with a single target Terra Starstorms instead of like blasting into wide guards like game. So that's really important. But overall, this team is very, very weak to Zamazenta in my opinion. Clefairy obviously taking a ton from Heavy Slam, Body Press knocking out Incineroar, getting close on the Ogerpon. Leakwind's not doing much and you can Wire Guard against it. And then Terapagos, it's like a very bad matchup if you don't have the speed advantage. So it's just a very bad matchup into Zamazenta. And that's where the real innovation on the team comes, and that's the Volcarona. So Volcarona has been picking up with the Zamazenta usage just because it can wall it out. You're still taking a lot from the Body Press, especially with Sword of Ruin on the field, but with leftovers and the chance to burn, that is kind of favored for you. You can also Quiver Dance. If it's a bit later in the battle, you can kind of stall out the rain that typically accompanies the Zamazenta and be able to get the Flamethrower off against it. Dorian did ultimately lose to a Pelipper Zamazenta, that's worth noting, but you can clear that away with the Terastallization on the Terapagos in some circumstances, but it's definitely a bit of a dicey one. Still, I do like the idea of Volcarona just pairing as a essentially counter to the restricteds that handle Terapagos. I think that's very smart, and there is some synergy, like Calyrex Shadow out-damages and out-boosts Volcarona, but for that you have your Terapagos. There's a ton of synergy there. I'm excited to try it on the ladder's day. Once again, congratulations to Dorian on his dominant run. Hoping to see him at North American Internationals and Worlds. And yeah, with all that being said, if you guys enjoy these videos, please subscribe to the channel. EV's in the description below, and let's get into the battles now. All right, up against, I believe, the team that got, I want to say this is top, maybe top 4, top 8, but I believe it was Nils Dunlop that was able to do this at Stockholm. So strong team. They have a Ogerpon Fire, which is pretty uncommon, a Choice Scarf Choice Scarf Rapid Striker Shifu worth noting, Specs Terapagos, and a Encore Whimsicott. That's very tricky for us, as we have mentioned. A lot of damage output being threatened. I think Friend Guard is probably the best route to go here. Get Calm Minds up. I don't think Quiver Dance is right. Could I go Tailwind, Calm Mind? That seems kind of correct, and I'm going to try that. And see what happens. And then Clefairy in the back to deal with Regidrago. I actually 1v1 it because it's all dragon moves, if you weren't aware. And then I can fake out their Terapagos, which is nice. I'm not that worried about close combats. I can just outspeed the Urshifu. Maybe I want the Ogerpon though, but I think fake out's better. Okay, makes sense. I'm going to go for a switch Calm Mind because they kind of have to go for a Terra Starstorm to have a chance into me. And I'll be able to, like, I think it's likely they could just go for a Terra Starstorm off the bat. And I don't want to subject myself to that. I'd rather have Tailwind late. Okay, they're doubling up. Does a lot, but not a knockout. And we can go for a... I think we just get knocked out ourselves, unfortunately. To a spread. This is where leftovers would be really nice, but we don't have it, so it's like kind of rip. Life Dew would be really cool here. Some of the Clefairy run Life Dew so you can protect. I think we kind of have to hope we live a hit, even though I don't think we do. And can we use Terastallization to our advantage here? I don't think so. So I think I just go for Follow Me, Heal Pulse, and hope that I live. Yeah, they're going for a Terra. I needed the HP here. I could have gone for Follow Me, but I don't think I have enough damage to do that. They go for the Moonblast. Ah, okay. I could have Follow Me'd and gone for it. They didn't go for Encore, but they doubled up regardless, and now I think I just lose, and I don't want to reveal my last Pokemon. Definitely tricky. I am not especially strong on this core. How about we just switch it up? Do this instead. Maybe take the advantage that way, and then... Okay, Regidrago's the lead. That's fine because I think I can just go for a Follow Me Calm Mind. And the Dragon Energy is going to do a lot, but they can't knock me out, so that's good. And it's going to do less because it's resisted. Yep, there's the Dragon Energy. Cool, cool. At this point, I kind of just want to go for... Who's faster between them, do you think? It's probably just Dragon Energy still. I think I should just rip my own. Well, they'll be faster and they'll hit me first. I didn't consider that entirely. Yeah, I keep forgetting that that's how that works. Life Dew would be excellent here. Unfortunately, not a great option, I think. If we can bait their Terra, that's ideal. Let me think about Moonblast, Protect, or something. They're going to go for a Terra. If they knock on my Clefairy, that's kind of ideal here. Boom, big hit. No damage there, obviously. And then we can go for a... Honestly, another Calm Mind is tempting. But if they go into their Whimsicott, that's a problem, so I don't think I can do that necessarily. If I could just get the speed... Like, if I could sack my Clefairy, I would here. Be very advantageous. I'm going to Follow Me. Ooh, can they Draco me? That's bad. That's very bad, actually. Just too little HP on the Clefairy, it feels like. Yeah, that's super bad. If I can just get Tailwind up, I should be fine. Boom, big damage, and they Draco and it doesn't knock me out, thankfully. Now I should get Tailwind. They'll outspeed me still, which is a problem. I think I kind of just have to go for Tailwind, Terra into their Terapagos and not even worry about it. They might switch this out. In fact, I'm kind of expecting them to. If they do that, is that big of an issue? I think I could win the game with Terra Water still. So I'm going to actually go for Tailwind, Terra Starstorm, and do the Terapagos. Maybe let them take a knockout here. Yep, out into Whimsicott, which has the Focus Sash, makes sense. But we let them take the knockout and we bring it to Sash. Now we get to go for a, I think Taunt. Ivy Cudgel is correct here, because they can't Encore Lock me if I go for this. So that feels right. I could Rain Dance as well, but I think just denying Tailwind is good. And probably just committing the Terastallization to take any knockouts. Out into the Urshifu, they protect, which is fine because I can still just go for Taunt Hornleech, I believe. Yeah. That feels correct. They have burned their Terastallization, and their damage output's pretty limited on Moonblast, even though they are doing some. And eventually I'll get to go for a Bleak Wind. So I think we might be able to turn this around since they don't have Intimidate on this team. They can't limit my damage output at all. And they shouldn't be able to score any knockouts. As long as I deny Tailwind on the Whimsicott, we're good. Okay, interesting. They're going to protect to stall a turn. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So they'll be able to go for a turn to stall. So they'll be able to go for protect here on that. So what do I go for? Probably just a... I think Bleak Wind... Interesting spot. I'm going to go for Bleak Wind Ivy Cudgel. Or no, I don't think I should do that. Right? I don't know. I think it's Bleak Wind Ivy Cudgel. We'll go for that. What? I could have taunted you. What are you doing? Okay, interesting. That's weird. I think that should have been Protect Tailwind, but they didn't go for it. Now I just go for Tailwind Hornleech and hit my Bleak Wind, essentially, is my win condition. Yeah, that was weird. I think they could have encored the Torn. It could have been a lot of things they go for there. But that was not it. I think going for a Bleak Wind was pretty aggressive, but I thought Protect Tailwind the next turn would have been very safe for them. And either they didn't see it or they didn't go for it. At this point, now I have a 80% chance to win the game. So I feel good about that. And they kind of have to lock what? Close combat. So I might get more than one chance to hit the Bleak Wind. Because if they go for Surging Strike, I just Hornleech them again, yeah. Yep, Ogerpon with the special defense boost, as I expected, even with the weakness to the Terrastellar move was still enough for us. So, leading the Terapagos has been going pretty bad, all in all. What they did last game, it was Regidrago, and that was really bad for them, especially when they didn't take a knockout. I kind of just want to fake them out. I don't think they're going to lead in DD again. Clefairy back as Follow Me support, and then I feel like Torn was right. Ogerpon was really good there, but are they going to bring the same Pokemon? I don't know. I think I need the Tailwind advantage, although how much value do I get out of that? I think with Fake Out I might do a little better here. Okay, that's interesting. We can just go for Fake Out into you if we want to. They can go for Dragon Energy and do a lot, but I think I'll just Fake Out the Terapagos. They had Indeedee the whole time? That's crazy. Okay. That's fine. I can go for... That's crazy. Yeah. I think they probably switch out the Terapagos here, honestly. It's like pretty likely, I would say. Or switch out the Indeedee. But if they do, am I in that big of trouble? Okay, they don't go for it, so we should be fine to just rip a Terra Heal Pulse, I think. Yeah, I'm going to play aggressive here and Heal Pulse. Do I think I'll live the Dragon Energy? How much did a Draco do? Draco at +1 did how much? With Friend Guard still active, I think I'll even live a Terra. So I'm going to go for that. Well, Terra Helping Hand might knock me out. So that's not ideal. Let's just rip it. I need the HP here, I think. If we get the Heal Pulse off, we're in good spot. They're going for the Helping Hand and probably a Dragon Energy, not Draco. And we survive and get the Heal Pulse off. Now we're big chilling. They can go for Trick Room if they want to. I think that's probably unwise. What I want to go for is actually a switch. Should I delay Tailwind here? Maybe. I don't think they have a knockout even if they go for Terra, I want to say. But there's no reason to risk it, right? None at all. I think I can freely go for Follow Me, Calm Mind. Yeah, this feels like a dominant spot at this point. We've gotten the Terapagos in exactly the position we want. Even though we got the turn 1 wrong, we were able to force out their Terapagos. Now, if they'd gone for the Terapagos Terra instead of the Dragon Energy, that could have been a problem. But yeah, now they're just hoping to crit, I think. Oh, they fish for Draco, which they don't get. At this point, this should be a free... honestly, ignore the NDD, Terra Starstorm. Or just Heal Pulse. Yeah, let's Heal Pulse up and Terra Starstorm. I can actually go for that. Yeah, I could have followed me to dodge a crit, but I think just going for the Heal Pulse is more value here. And I think I'll live the Terra Starstorm, I want to say. I could go into my Torn. I think I'm going to sack my Ensign Protect. Yeah, and they go for that instead of a Trick Room, which is, I think, their final mistake here. Because we get Tailwind, and we just go for our +2 move. Even if they could have knocked out, they sure can't now. Boom, switching to Whimsicott, 1 turn too late. Yeah. I feel good about how we adapted in this one. All the spread moves against all our Follow Me Pokemon was definitely very threatening, but we were able to weave into spots with the Incineroar, given they had to bring in DD, which was a good adjustment on their part in the last game. I wasn't quite expecting it, but it worked out for them. If I'd been going for Fake Out in the earlier games, that would have been more valuable than all the Follow Me against all their spread Pokemon, so good to figure that out at least. Okay, up against a Calyrex-Ice team, I've actually seen popping up pretty often. They're high on ladder. 1632 is somewhere in top 100. Terra Water, Calyrex-Ice, that's like fine. I'm not Bug Buzz or Giga Drain or anything, which is annoying. Cover Cloak, interestingly, will not affect me. Snarl Incineroar, that's actually ideal. I think Calm Mind's very good here. I just have to deal with the Urshifu, and it is Black Glasses and not an alternative set. That's really good. I think what I like here is just Incineroar Fake Out. Seems solid. I could lead with the Follow Me. That's of course an option, but I think the option of Parting Shot is more valuable. And then I want Clefairy with Heal Pulse, and Tornadus late game should be solid against the Urshifu. Given they're not Focus Sash, we're going to leverage that to its fullest extent, I think. Going to be a Calm Mind. Probably Fake Out into the Calyrex, just dodge any damage from that. The Ivy Cudgel into that, which is fine. Now we're going to... I think another Calm Mind is probably in my best interest. And Switch should be good. I guess I could have knocked off the Calyrex, but they could have high horsepower just the same. I think I'm fine with them taking this Pokemon here, truthfully. If they give me the knockoff, I'll take it, obviously. Ivy Cudgel, yeah, they take the knockout, which is fine. Now I can go into this guy. Honestly, rip the Terra. This turn, I want to say. They're not close combat, are they? No, they're not. Let's just go for Terra Starstorm, Heal Pulse. Play it simple. If they can knock the Clefairy in 1 turn, that could be a problem. But I think they can't do that so easily. Yeah, they're going for that, which isn't a knockout, and now I think we can kind of freely go into... Should I Earth Power them? This is a knockout there. Let's go into the Torn. If they bring in the Urshifu at some point, that's annoying, but I guess in theory I can 1v1 that with Clefairy and Tornadus, but we want the speed advantage is our focus now. Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage after I switched out, honestly. Interesting play. The Ivy Cudgel the Torn, that's fine, and now I'm pretty sure that's in range of the Terra Starstorm Tailwind, so yeah, we got exactly what we wanted out of this position. And get the knockout on the Urshifu. I wasn't sure if that would knock out, honestly, but yeah, given it pairs with the Electroweb, I was expecting it to have some speed investment there, and that worked out perfectly. They can bring Urshifu on lead. That would be annoying. But in counter to that, what would they go? Probably Urshifu Landorus or something. If they lead Landorus Urshifu, that's my worst case, I think. I could go Volcarona, Terra Water. It's tempting. I don't think Regieleki comes here. Although let me look at its moveset. It is Electro Ball. That could actually knock out my Clefairy. It's definitely possible. Sub-Lando is of concern as well. Do I need the Terapagos lead? I don't think so. Fake Out was solid there. The Calyrex is pretty weak there for them. Let's honestly run that back, I think. Let's see an adaptation from them. No adaptation, so we can just go for a Fake Out Calm Mind. They could Terra, but it won't knock out the Incineroar as we saw. Oops, let me get that screen off of your screen. Yep. They're going for that again. At this point, we could... I think another Calm Mind is correct. With knockoff. Yeah, that seems right. If they give it to me, like surely they're going to try and play this game a little differently, but where that might be is not Avi cudgeling there, but they set up Trick Room, that's fine. That is a-okay with me, because while they do have the Trick Room advantage, I can kind of just double protect. Scout out any of their protects. I think based on the last game, if we had Helping Hand, we'd probably get a double knockout. Actually, let's go for Protect Terra. Do I think Starstorm just knocks out their Pokemon there? I kind of do. I do think so. I'm going to go Terra Starstorm into the Ogerpon and Protect. Because I think that's a knockout. Protect on the Calyrex, okay, interesting. And, okay. Alright, player. Stall out your own Trick Room, makes sense. I guess. Not really. I don't think I 2-hit KO them. This is where Helping Hand would be really nice. We're narrowly missing a 2-hit KO on their Ogerpon, I believe. Yeah, 77. Moonblast isn't going to get there. But now they have a knockout into my Clefairy, which is like dicey, to say the least. I wonder if I knock out their Calyrex. Maybe not. I'm actually going to go Moonblast, Terra Starstorm here. Or do I go for another Calm Mind? That's an option. I'm going to go... Yeah, Heal Pulse doesn't do anything, so that was actually a big mistake. I could have Moonblasted and gotten some chip on something. If that had been a living roll, that would have been a problem, but we do live the Glacial Lance with 2. Or in 3. It's a 3-hit KO, so that's really valuable, and we can actually go for a Double Protect and Heal Pulse to stall this out. Yeah, this is actually a quite strong position, I would say. If they'd leveraged the Incineroar with the Urshifu, they could have been in a fine spot, but they didn't do that, which is interesting. Because now I can Heal Pulse plus Terra Starstorm, I believe. There's not a whole lot they can do about it. Snarl not going to work against Covert Cloak, that's the magic of the item. It stifles a lot of embedded counterplay for teams. Notably, Clear Smog is not a secondary effect on a move, just so you know. I definitely played out a battle with Clear Smog Amonkis, thinking entirely that it would ignore it, and then it just didn't, so worth knowing that if you're using the team for yourself. I guess I could have gone back up to full there. Oh, that's a roll. Oh, shoot. Okay. I mean, I guess whatever's coming in here is taking this damage. But now they get the boost. Ooh, okay. I mean, at this point, we should win. Yeah, they forfeit because what it comes down to is Incineroar comes back in, but Flare Blitz should knock me out. So even though they'll get a Glacial Lance knockout onto my Tornadus freely, I'll just be able to go for a Terra Starstorm. And I think in 2 that will get the Incineroar, even though the first one is spread move. So solid battle there, kind of climbing up the ladder. We're 1662 right now. Where is that on the ladder? 1662 is top 50 on the ladder, so doing pretty well. Pretty good GXC for just like 81.6 for some teams that were basically just testing out. Feeling pretty good about that. Okay, up against a team, I believe Juan Garcia won an online tournament with this and has also been doing generally pretty well. Will-O-Wisp, Incineroar, Knockoff, Parting Shot, all good moves. Taunt would be worse for me here. Nasty Plot Goldengo is kind of tricky, but if I can go into Tailwind, get a couple Calm Minds up, I can beat this guy. But Nasty Plot is very deadly for our Volk, truthfully. Quiver Dance is an option. I think I'll go Terapagos plus Fake Out early on. See what I can do with that. Or should I just go Clefairy? If I lead Clefairy and they lead Goldengo, there's nothing stopping them from setting up. So I think I can't do that. Interesting spot. I think I'll lead Volk just because of that. And Terapagos, I'm going to have them both, which is kind of weird, but feels like something I need to do. If I can get a couple Calm Minds up or just any kind of boost, I'm in a decent spot. And then Incineroar is virtually useless against everything but Gholdengo. Some dropping against this guy would be, I guess, good, but let's get this going. Okay. Volt Switch, Taunt, so they can stop one, but they can't stop both, which is kind of cool. Let's go for Quiver Dance, and should I get some damage initially? Maybe? They're Focus Sash. Let's go... Going into Clefairy would be cool here. I wouldn't mind breaking this Focus Sash, so I think I'm going to go for that. Ah, they got me on the taunt. No, I could have Calm Minded. And they crit through the Terra Shell. That's annoying. If I'd Flamethrower the Fluttermane, that'd be nice here, but not the case. Let's go Flamethrower, switch to Clefairy, maybe? If they don't Terra, they actually just get Flame-Bodied here. Collision Course into the Clefairy. Cool. They bit on our play. Whether that's what we were doing or not, I will not reveal. That is my secret, and I will keep it till the day I die. So Koraidon should be faster than this, but I think I'm going to sack my Volcarona regardless and just take a Flamethrower into that. It has a chance to burn, which I like, and preserve the Friend Guard. Okay, Terra, that is fine by me. Flame Charge, interesting. Double up. Fair. Because now I get a knockout with you, and... Ooh. Maybe tricky spot. They probably outspeed me now. I think this is fine. Because Ivy Cudgel should knock me out if they don't crit. And I think without Sun, they won't knock me out with Collision Course. They go for that, which is fine. I should live a Wood Hammer, so we just go for Follow Me here. Yeah, going for the Terror was unnecessary on their part. They're going Raging Bolt, that's fine, like I said. They knock me out, but now we get the Torn in, and we go for Terra Starstorm. Should I have gotten Calm Mind up at some point? I forgot I'm not Specs. That's bad. I've been in this spot before and I have lost. I think, let me run a calc really quickly. So I don't actually knock them out without the Calm Mind, so I think I have lost here. I forgot I'm not playing Choice Specs. I played it like I was, but I just got messed up off that. Shoot, okay. I can go for Rain Dance, and I think I have to go for that. Collision Course makes sense, and then they Volt Switch. Now I have to, I think, again, just go for a... Is this Calm Mind Tailwind at all? To try and knock them out? I think they'll go for Collision Course regardless, so it shouldn't matter. Out of Sun, I think they don't necessarily knock me out, but they get close enough. I think I do just have to go for Tailwind and hope. Yeah, doesn't work out. Yeah, that was just bad foresight on my part. I thought, okay, yeah, we knock out the Koraidon, but you do have to be +1 to do that, Choice Specs. So I'm familiar with Tornadus plus Terapagos Choice Specs. The Calm Mind set is still a little unfamiliar for me, and we got very punished there. I don't think we can afford to do anything else, though, which might be foolish of me. I think the Volcarona mode is... basically, they can taunt me. They can do a lot of stuff that's annoying, but... Yeah, they're going to lead the Fluttermane again. I think I'm just going to take a setup on either Pokemon here. Or just attack. Double attack would be cool, I think. They're going to Volt Switch regardless, so what do we do off that? I like Quiver Dance, but it's not like that valuable. Can I nail this on Switch? No, because Volt Switch doesn't do that much damage. So them taunting this slot is actually really problematic. Let's go Flamethrower into you. Just get some damage off. And probably Earth Power again. Just take the knockout. Accelerate the pace of the game. We'll see what they go for. If they protect Fluttermane, oh my god, they got me. Oh, they made a great read that turn, and now I'm like super messed up. Okay, super out of position. Let's just go for a Flamethrower, chip the Koraidon down. I have to win with the Clefairy regardless, so it doesn't really matter. They taunt there, and they Flare Blitz. They do a lot of damage to themselves. Koraidon is oftentimes its own worst enemy, is how I kind of treat it. At this point, we could set up Tailwind. We might not even outspeed their Flutter, though. I'm gonna switch the Torn. It might not be right. Okay, we actually catch them slipping pretty hard that turn, because they can't knock us out with Moonblast here, and I think Flamethrower should knock them out, which is cool. But maybe a good opportunity to set up Tailwind, honestly. Yeah, we should think about setting up Tailwind here. And a Quiver Dance if they let us. No, I think the damage is sufficient into them. The thing is, they have a very safe switch in the Raging Bolt, so I'm going to go for Flamethrower Tailwind. It might not... Flame Charge is an issue here. I can't let them Flame Charge, so... What do we do? I think I'm going to Rain Dance, actually. No, I can't Rain Dance. Ah! Switch out into Raging Bolt like I thought. Ah, that stinks. Okay. Oh, that stinks. Okay. Bummer. Can I live a Volt Switch? Probably not from Terra Electric. Let's go Clefairy here. At least think about it. They can taunt me, which is annoying. I'm leftover, so I'm healing. If I get this up, I'm in a fine spot. I guess I should have protected in front of the potential Volt Switch. They could Draco as well. They Volt Switch, and it doesn't knock out, which is cool, because now we should be able to go for a Follow Me Flamethrower. If we can get Tailwind up, this is fine. We have to start breaking Sashes, though. Breaking Sashes and winning Hearts. Let's go into that and Follow Me. Who do I need to break the Sash more on? Probably the Ogerpon. So let's go for that. If they give me damage onto it, like Protect the Flutter, I think I should just take the knockout on you. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That's annoying. I'm not entirely sure I follow, but it is what it is. We can go for a Flamethrower Follow Me now. And I think we might be in a good enough spot to win. We did enough damage to the Koraidon, at least. I think I'll live the Ivy Cudgel. Yeah, we just barely do because we're bold, and they go for Electro Web, which does let them live that, but now I can rip the Terra if I want, or just Calm Mind. So I can knock them out, or Calm Mind. So they lowered my speed, which stinks, but I'm not sure I need the speed that much anymore, potentially. It's going to be a little close, but I can Flamethrower, Calm Mind. If they knock me out with a Volt Switch, that's fine. Should I go for another Quiver Dance? Maybe. I think I should just take the HP. The Sun's not going to matter that much. I need Torn in the back, so who do I need to knock out here? Some damage into the Raging Bolt would be valuable if they go for that. Let's try and pin that slot. I need the HP so that the Ogerpon isn't, knocking me out or getting me too low. Oh, interesting. They actually knocked themselves out. I think that should have been Ivy Cudgel. They crit a Volt Switch. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. Because now they can go into Flutter Mane and knock me out with Moonblast. That stinks. Oh, wow. Ugh. Come on. I guess they could have Flame Charged me here anyways, and it shouldn't matter, but yeah, that's a bummer. I think we're going to lose this one then. Yeah, they also just gambled it pretty heavily on that turn one, and I just got it wrong, so it's a tricky matchup. You do need to get the Calm Mind up, and they had a Taunt Flutter Mane, which made it difficult, and we got the Taunt Call wrong both games, when if we get it right, we might just win outright, so. Yeah, that's bad. If I'd Quiver Dance there, I maybe win. But now it's just over. I'll try and go for this, but I think this is just GG. Yep, they Flame Charge. Good play. And now... doesn't matter. They outspeed and double KO. Yeah, good game to them. Pretty low ladder opponent, so we lose a ton of points there, losing our coveted top 50 spot. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. think we showcased some good battles with the team. There's definitely some matchups where you have to play very carefully, get a lot of your calm mind, protect calls right. And this one we obviously didn't, but in the ones where we got them right, we were winning a lot of the games and very convincingly. So it's definitely a team that can reward you if you're playing at your peak. Congratulations to Dorian once again for his finish, putting Volcarona on the map. Very cool team. If you guys want to try it for yourself, I have the EV spreads with the I have the Pokepaste with the EV spreads in the description below. If you enjoy these type of videos, please let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, more on the way. And yeah, with all that being said, peace y'all.